speak about abiding, and part of the requirement for governor is the competence and the credentials.
Yes.
Do you believe that it is important for someone running for governor to have a degree?
It's not just important, it's a requirement by our constitution.
Do you have a degree?
That's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I've been gazetted. I do have all the qualifications required to run for governor of Nairobi, and on top of a degree, beyond just the academic qualifications, I have the competence, the character, I have the will and the experience to lead this county of Nairobi.
Why is it so contested?
Because as I've said, the head starts being sought include that. I think, I feel bad for my opponent because majority, or rather the biggest part that his team has been relying on was not to have me on the ballot. I'm glad I had his aid, because I've been around, I've been in this complex and listening, saying that, he wants me on the ballot. I'm glad he said that, but many of his political benefactors do not want me on the ballot because they know the effect of that. I do have a degree from Team University. I presented it on the 6th of last month to the competent authority, which is the Commission for University Education. After that, it was presented to the counterpart commission in in our neighboring country. They verified it. Many people have said that I'm trying hard to prove that I have one. Actually, it's my detractors trying hard to prove that I don't have one. Now, this issue is before the court, and the reason I sympathize is that if my opponent and his team focused on going to the people, then they would stop looking for solace in the courts. I have it. In fact, I would want to display it today to all of you to see. I don't know how you'll verify it, but the competent authorities and institutions that have to verify it have actually said it is correct.
Na kwa dakika moja unusu, kwa sababu sasa hivi tutaanza kuzingatia muda kulingana na sheria na masharti ambayo tuliweka awali. Kwa dakika moja unusu, endapo utachaguliwa kuwa gavana wa kaunti ya Nairobi, kisha baadaye kesi iwasilishwe mahakamani ambayo itabatili ushindi wako, utawajibikia wakazi na wapiga kura wa Nairobi? Hakuna
kesi inaweza kubatili ushindi wangu, kwa sababu kwanza ushindi wangu, najua ndugu yangu anaongea juu ya 8:57 am. Ushindi wangu utadhihirika, utaonekana. Nafikiri vile mmetutawanyisha kutoka wale wengine ilikuwa kwa sababu ya utafiti ambao umefanywa, na utafiti umeonyesha kwamba niko mbele zaidi. Mambo ambayo yako kotini yataisha kwa sababu tunajua ukweli ambao uko. Hakuna tashwishi hapo. Na zaidi ya hiyo, kwa sababu kumekuwa na hiyo kizungumkuti ambayo imeongozwa na serikali, and I have said it previously, who has been driving this and how it's been driven. I think by the time we're going for re-election, we'll make sure that there's even more to be able to show on that. So that is not an issue of concern. What is of concern to us, and what is of concern to anybody worth his salt as a leader in this city, is the plight of the millions of Nairobians who are suffering the lack of dignity and the lack of order in our city. And that is where our focus must be. So I do not expect any challenges beyond that, because what is out there is political propaganda. If you look at the lengths that the state has gone to try and stop my candidature, if you look at the resources deployed, including diplomats and the ambassador, etc., intimidation of institutions, revoking and revoking, etc., then you know that there's something there. And I think nothing of that source will stand the test of time.
Are you saying that those who are backing this fight for your contestation for the position of governor are behind your competitor?
Yes.